go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly goes down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets the back moving. Got a little space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Calls his own number. There he goes. Inside and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught, it's Dozier. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Oh, pressure's coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Impte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Churns into the pile. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their 1st drive of the game was working to perfection.
They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hits the hole. It's Scott. Hole to the ground.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Davidson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Making the adjustment on the play. They give it back to him. He's past the sticks. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They want to run this quarterback. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Scott. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on third down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the first down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Bailey. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Gets a hand in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Handoff again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Scott. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. That's caught. It's Johnson. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught near the sideline. It's Burrows. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Booster, booster, flat, flat. Go!
Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to beat the D deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back. It's Reynolds. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 25, he's got room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 10 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Razorbacks on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Might as well run him again. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Escapes the pressure going right. it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Bailey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in and make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch. Nice tackle.
Wants to go up top on second down. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Guys, I tell you what, man, they wanted to have, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense all over it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on third down. Sets his feet, it's Bailey. Turns it upfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! They take the lead here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hits inside. It's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick give. It's Scott. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Second down, gonna throw it. In traffic, it's Scott. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Second down to the air. Rush is on. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Snow. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clemson jumps to the line. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right side, it's Moore. Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Sweep, sweep. Rock, rock, rock. Chip, chip. Free. Square, square, square. Q, Q. Ready, go.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Reels it in. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Wants to keep it in the air. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
and he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. In the red area, it's Davidson. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tiger! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. A strike downfield. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh center down's going to the air. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Snags it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Hoffman. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Defense ends this game in style. Coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team coming.